Danielle Cohn got exposed by her boyfriend's parents, and she admitted to being scared of them. Before I get into the tea, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Please do not send any hate to Danielle Cohn, Mikey Tua, or anyone else involved in this story. This video is simply meant to report on the news and give some insight on the situation. People noticed Danielle and Mikey weren't around each other as much and questioned their relationship status. In early July, Danielle posted an Instagram story addressing the speculation.
I am aware that Mikey took my name out of his bio and deleted our pictures. Mikey does not have access to his account. His mom is running his account and took his account from him. We are still together and still happy.
On July 2nd, Mikey's mom posted a message on Mikey's Instagram story. This is Mikey's mom, Katie. After some sensitive information was brought to my attention about Danielle, we no longer support Danielle and Mikey's relationship. Because Mikey is still young, we have taken away his social media. He will be able to get it back after we've worked through some legal stuff. Thank you. Mikey's mom later re-uploaded her IG story and rephrased the last line. He will have it returned as soon as we sort through some things. Danielle explained her side of the story on Instagram. They didn't find out anything. They are mad because they kicked out their son and he won't come back home. They don't support us because I know the truth about her and what she does to him. During this time, someone commented, "I feel so bad for Mikey. The fact he's dating a 13-year-old and being lied to is honestly sad." Mikey's parents liked this comment, leading people to believe they were confirming Danielle's real age. Then, Mikey's dad explained the reason for this mess. "I love my son very much. All I want is for him to be safe with himself and his decision. As parents, we need to protect him from any harm that might come his way. He wants to emancipated, and I understand that, but his emancipation can give him prison time. Dani is not 15. Emancipation is the legal process that gives a person who is aged 16 or older legal independence from their parents or guardians." Mikey's mom also chimed in and addressed Danielle's comment about Mikey getting kicked out. "We love Mikey so much. All we want is for him to be safe. He was never kicked out. We want him to come home. He is our son, and we would do anything in this world for him." Danielle addressed the controversy in an Instagram story. She commented on the status of their relationship.
Me and Mikey are still together.
She explained she wasn't the reason Mikey's parents took over his social media.
This has nothing to do with me. Legal terms between him and his parents, and he will be able to tell you guys exactly what happened soon.
Danielle said she couldn't provide details on the situation right now.
Mikey is going through a lot with his parents right now that I cannot say for legal terms.
She ended the IG story by warning people that Mikey's account is being controlled by his mother.
But right now, just don't listen to anything you hear from his mom or his account.
Danielle backtracked and decided to speak in detail about Mikey's situation. Danielle exposed Mikey's dad and said Mikey was kicked out of the house.
You are not his real dad. You are just with his mom. And you don't care about your son, because if you cared about his son, your son, you would have been way more concerned about you guys kicking him out. You guys didn't even care about him.
She explained the reason Mikey was kicked out.
Because their son wants to be emancipated.
She implied Mikey wanted to be emancipated because his parents were using him for money.
He was tired of you guys taking his money. These two adults use their child. They make him film non-stop to make money with him. They take every single penny of his money. No wonder the kid wants to get emancipated. They treat their kids like they are literally a walking bank. Katie literally said, "They are an investment. We invested in them, so they're going to make our money back."
Danielle suggested Mikey's parents got mad and kicked Mikey out because they lost their source of income.
Are they just mad because they're getting evicted because their son can't pay their rent anymore?
She said Mikey's parents have threatened him.
And when you're going to threaten your kid and say, "I'm going to punch the F out of you," I would leave too.
Danielle also brought up Mikey's brother, Jojo Tua.
Where's Joey? Joey left as soon as he turned 18 and moved.
Danielle told her audience not to trust Mikey's parents.
Don't trust anything these parents say because they're violent. They are disgusting. They don't even deserve to have kids. They really don't.
She didn't comment on her age, but she explained Mikey would not go to jail for dating her.
And Mikey's not going to prison because none of that even is true what they're saying, by the way.
Then, Danielle invited Zion, a close friend of hers and Mikey's, into the Instagram Live. Zion explained he was at Mikey's house when the argument about emancipation broke out between Mikey and his parents.
he got kicked out the house and told him to come back when he has the emancipation papers, and he left the house with his animals too.
Danielle explained Mikey's parents are completely against her.
Their parents have been threatening me all day, telling me that they're going to call the cops on me, all this stuff, because I'm helping their son get emancipated. First of all, I'm not with Mikey. I'm in the car right now, literally just with my mom.
She said Mikey's parents also tried to contact her dad and grandma.
My dad had to block Katie and Delvin because they were blowing up his phone. They literally told my grandma on my dad's side and my dad that they were part of CPS and they were trying to get information for legal terms. That's how crazy these parents are.
Danielle said she doesn't know where Mikey is.
I've talked to him, but I don't know where he is. He won't tell anyone where he is because he doesn't want it getting out.
She insisted Mikey's parents kicked him out.
You can't kick your son out and be like, he ran away and report him to the cops as a runaway. You kicked him out.
Danielle continued to expose Mikey's dad until her mom cut her off.
They make themselves look like this perfect freaking family. They go around telling everyone their marriage is so good. Marriage is not good because your husband has done something. How old is he? 40? Posting about a 15-year-old? Okay, keep going.
Bye. Danny, stop. Too much. Get off now.
After ranting about Mikey's parents, Danielle posted an IG story about Mikey.
So I just got off the phone with Mikey. He just made a fake account. It's going to be right here. He's going to go live in about 5 minutes and explain to you guys what's been going on.
Shortly after, Mikey went live on the fake account. Mikey addressed his relationship status.
Me and Dani are still together. I talk to her every day.
He said he was in hiding.
I don't want anyone knowing where I am at the moment.
Mikey explained the lease on their apartment was up and his mom was looking for a new apartment. Mikey asked her not to because he wanted to be emancipated. He said his mom was concerned about his decision.
She said, you can't, it's illegal. How do you plan on doing that?
Mikey said his dad was upset over his decision.
He said, so you want to be emancipated? And I said, yep, with a grin on my face. And he was like, that grin is gonna make me want to knock you the out. What are his exact words?
He said he was hurt over his dad's reaction.
I said, Dad, you're supposed to be my dad. And he goes, I am supposed to be your dad, but what you're trying to do is take that away from me. And that's the last thing I want to do, is take that away from my dad.
Mikey implied he wants to be emancipated because his parents are too controlling.
I said, I'm not taking that title away from you of you being my dad. I'm taking the control away so you don't have control. Because one thing my parents do like is control.
Mikey confirmed what Danielle said about his parents.
Honestly, my parents are just crazy.
Mikey abruptly ended the live after being interrupted by something off camera.
I have to go.
Later that day, Danielle uploaded a YouTube video repeating what she already said in her IG live.
So, to clear everything up, me and Mikey are still together. We are still dating. We are still together. But to sum it all up, my relationship status is good. Yeah, sum it all up, we're still together. Mikey is going through something right now that I physically can't talk about.
People were quick to comment on their situation. Some people praised Mikey's parents. Hats off to Mikey's parents for giving a crap and being actual parents. It's kind of troubling that Danielle doesn't seem to care or understand that her BF could go to prison if they continue to date when he turns 18. Many people mocked Danielle's ignorance. I love how Dani is calling Mikey's parents violent, but she does not know how it feels to get discipline. Danielle, I love him so much. Also, Danielle doesn't care he'll go to jail because of her. When your relationship is at risk, but yet you use it for views and clickbait. Some people thought Danielle was lying about the situation. Let's be honest now. Mikey's parents found out Dani's real age. Be honest. Mikey's parents found out homegirl is 13. Around this time, TikTok Room leaked an alleged DM between Mikey's mom and a stranger. The stranger said, "Katie, you might not like her, but leave Danielle alone. I don't know what the issue is, but she's a child." Katie allegedly responded, "Dani is not who she says she is. and I don't want her around my son at all. She is the one that convinced my son to get emancipated so they can get married. They're children and should not be thinking about that right now. I regret allowing my son to be with her, and I regret allowing my son to have with her. She's a 13-year-old girl, and he is almost an adult. I will not allow them to see each other and continue to have and have my son get arrested. No, I stand by my decisions completely. The DM caught a lot of attention, and Mikey's mom addressed it on her IG story. She said it was a fake DM. I never wrote this message. I would never speak about my son or another child in this manner and then post it on the internet. It's 100% fake. An Instagram user reposted the story, and Danielle commented on the post. No, it's not. She wrote. The first one posted was a screen recording and showing her typing, then that came up. She covering her steps. I sent it to Unlawyer. On July 4th, Danielle said the cops were at her house. Love having cops at my house being accused of stealing Mikey animals. He dropped them off to us. I am also the one who bought the cat and dog, and his mom promised me she would pay me back. How much more can I take from this woman? A fan comforted Danielle. I will be praying for you tonight, Dani. We love you. Danielle replied, thanks, babe. I am literally scared of her. After the way her husband and her text me yesterday. Please pray for Mikey. He the one living with them. I will always love Mikey. Hope he stays safe. Others argued about Danielle's age. That's bullshit. She's 15, not 13. Even if she was 15, she is not. She's still young, and Mikey will be charged since he's about to be 18. Danielle replied, funny thing is, the cops were at my house last night and said doesn't matter if I am 15 or 13, we can date. We just can't get intimate. One person tried to give advice to Danielle. Your case versus parents' case is something you cannot win. You should seriously try to communicate with them and find a middle so you can all be happy. Danielle replied, after what I just found out about them, I want to stay away. I love Mikey. Hope he finds what he needs. I will not fight against his parents or even wanted to. She made up a lot. Then Danielle tweeted, don't underestimate me. A fan criticized her. Stop acting stupid. If you really care about Mikey, go try to find him, not going on Disneyland or anywhere you can escape from. Danielle replied, honey, his parents found him. He is locked up in his house. He can't call or text anyone. His mom brought cops to my house last night. Then Mikey's family had something to say. Amy, Mikey's cousin, leaked a hotel receipt from the hotel Mikey was allegedly staying at. The caption said, guess whose mom was hiding Mikey out in a hotel room? And their story was that nobody knows where he was? Lying and manipulation to make yourselves look better. Wonder what else they're lying about. And if we zoom in on guest name, we can see the room was in fact booked under Danielle's mom's name, Jennifer Archambault. Amy also commented on her post and said, family, you come at one of us? Get ready for all of us. She tagged Mikey's dad and 2 other family members, Amber and Katie. Danielle actually replied on this post and said, actually, our AC broke and we have proof of that. Wow. Amidst the drama, there was a leaked group chat between Katie Tua, Mikey's mom, another Katie, Mikey's cousin, and Amber, Mikey's aunt. In the chat, Amber sent a screenshot of a Danielle fan account asking if Danielle's tweets were true. Amber asked Mikey's mom, can I comment on this saying her mom was hiding him in a motel room and there's proof? Mikey's mom said, yep, please do. I'm ready for the truth to come out. The fan account went private, so unfortunately I don't know what Amber wrote. Later, Katie posted a set of photos on Instagram with the caption, anyone for tea? The first photo is from a fan account that compiled Danielle's biggest claims about Mikey's situation. The second photo is a repost of the leaked hotel receipt from Amy. The third photo is a school article which states Danielle was in 1st grade in 2012. The fourth photo is a Facebook post from Kimberly, Danielle's mom's best friend. She uploaded a photo of Danielle claiming she was 7 years old in 2013 and removed the photo caption in 2017. Katie clarified the situation in the comments of her post. Actually, the cops found him at a hotel room Dani's mom paid for. I'm on the phone with Mikey and Katie right now, by the way. He's good. #FreeMikeyTua, LOL. Mikey didn't know her age until he went live and his mom texted him a certified copy of her birth certificate. That's why the live stream ended. Truth. Someone asked, is that an assumption or? Katie replied, no, that's a first-hand account. I was on the phone with Katie Tua when it happened. Someone else asked, then why did he want to get emancipated before he found out her real age? Amber chimed in and said, because Mikey's parents were putting their feet down and demanding the kids spend more time being kids and less time filming content. Dani, being a typical 13-year-old, threw a fit and broke up with him. That's what caused this emancipation BS to start. A little girl's tantrum and the threat of messing with their money. Dani's mom lives off of her daughter, plain and simple. That's why she always accuses everyone else of it. Mikey's parents and grandparents have sacrificed everything for those boys, and it hurts my heart tremendously to have this sick woman and her daughter insinuate their integrity. Katie wrote another comment. I have nothing to hide. I'm supportive of my friends and family. Amber also commented, Dani and her mom were lying about everything. They were hiding him in a hotel when we were all worried sick. She is 13. Someone said, this is crazy. Have you seen her birth certificate? Amber replied, yes. Later, Katie commented, I'm going private again in the morning. I take no pleasure in exposing Dani. I wish her all the best. I just need this whole thing to be over and the hurtful things being said too about my fam to stop. And then Mikey's parents broke their silence. Mikey's mom explained the situation in detail on Instagram. She said, I think it's important our family address what's going on. Mikey is in fact home and has a phone. He's still being punished, so we haven't returned to social media. He was, in fact, found by police in a hotel at 3 a.m. in the morning on July 3rd. That was, in fact, being paid for by Jennifer, Dani's mother. Jennifer told his father and I she had no idea where our son was, which is a lie. Dani and Mikey are in fact broken up and are unable to be together again for several years, as Danielle just turned 13. Our family was lied to about many things through this year and are heartbroken in many ways. We ask that everyone please remember that there are two sides to every story. Not everything you read or hear on the internet is true. We wish Danielle and her family nothing but happiness. We have a certified copy of Danielle's birth certificate. We would never lie about something so severe. While Mikey's family was exposing Danielle and her mother, Danielle uploaded a new YouTube video titled Dressing My Age for 24 Hours. People expected her to come out as 13. However, Danielle still insisted being 15 in the video.
This is literally already what I wear. So obviously, I do dress like a 15-year-old.
People noticed something fishy when Danielle screen recorded herself searching, what do 15-year-olds wear? People pointed out her bookmarks in history. It shows a reservation using Marriott.com. This led people to believe Mikey's mom's statement on Instagram and the leaked hotel receipt. Danielle's age was allegedly changed to 13 years old on famous birthdays. Then, it was changed back to 15 years old. Later, Danielle deleted Mikey's initial from her Instagram bio. A fan asked Danielle why, and Danielle replied, I took it out so I don't look stupid. He back at his parents and he can't see me, so why keep it? They also unfollowed each other on Instagram. Then, Mikey's brother Jojo added to the drama by posting this on his Instagram story. I wonder on a scale to 1,000 how pissed everyone would be if someone said this was a prank, imagining how funny that would be. On July 7th, Mikey allegedly spoke up on his fake account. Me and Dani have broken up. I'm sorry that we had to break up. She manipulated me and my family into thinking she was 15 when really she just turned 13. We have proof and everything. I'm so sorry for the Manny fans and hope you all understand. Thank you. Also on July 7th, Danielle tweeted about her new music video and teased photos on Instagram featuring Diego Martir. Danielle explained in her relationship status video that Diego was a close friend of Mikey's and was playing the love interest in her new music video. On July 8th, Danielle tweeted, "Fall for someone who stick up for you." On July 9th, Danielle tweeted, "I feel like my life right now is Romeo and Juliet." During this time, a lot of rumors spread about Diego and Danielle. Instant Tea Spill shared a Snapchat DM between Diego and an anonymous influencer. The influencer asked, "Are you dating Dani?" Diego allegedly replied, "Yeah, haha. We've dating for a week actually in secret, but it's obvious now." Updates Room reposted the Snapchat DM and Danielle commented, "Fake once again. I have confirmed anything, no." Then Instant Tea Spill leaked a photo of Danielle and Diego. The caption reads, "Danielle Cohn and Diego Martir need to chill on their private Snapchat story." However, Tea Pages began sharing a comment Diego liked. It's for the music video. Diego knows better not to date a hole trying to be Kylie Jenner. Also on July 9th, Danielle uploaded a new video titled 21 Truths About Me. She continued to talk about her age.
I got my belly button pierced when I was 13. That was 2 years ago. I am now 15.
She claimed you have to be 13 years or older to get a belly button piercing and said her mom showed the parlor her birth certificate.
And I recorded my mom signing the papers showing my birth certificate.
When asked who she likes, Danielle said,
Okay, I do like someone very, very much. But you know, their parents are in control of them, and I can't really say that I like him because then they'll just sue me for saying that I like him. They're freaking like that, like they'll do something like that. So, you know, thanks for ruining my love life.
Danielle shut down rumors about Diego.
Diego and Danny.
No, we just filmed a video together,
Okay.
Danielle seemed to be taking jabs at Mikey's parents.
I think the biggest lie I've ever told was telling everyone that my relationship was so good. Because, you know, I had to deal with some psychopaths. We didn't really end it ourselves. His parents ended it.
When asked if she has ever been in love, Danielle said yes and took another jab at Mikey's parents.
He's one person. Yes, but his parents are psychos.
Danielle explained she felt guilty about the recent drama and commented on Mikey's parents again.
For being immature about the situation that I'm in right now. I think that I exposed a little bit too much that I shouldn't have, and I should have been the bigger person. But at the same time, when a 40-year-old woman is coming after you, it's kind of hard. But I do feel kind of guilty for doing that, and I feel bad. But at the same time, I don't, because it was really rude of her to start it on social media.
People were not happy with the video. Many people commented on her immaturity. You were such an immature child who made this video solely for the reason of bashing Mikey's parents. Honey, throwing shade at your boyfriend's parents isn't the way to go about things. How many times did she bring up Mikey's parents? She's the one who is starting most of the drama and putting herself in this position. I mean, you're 13, Danny. We can't blame you for being immature about the situation. Someone called her out on the legal age of belly button piercings. Actually, you can get your belly pierced at any age with parental consent. A couple people called out Danielle's thumbnail. LMAO, now Danielle turns out to be lesbian. What's up with the thumbnail? Are you suddenly bisexual? And there were also some supportive comments. I love that you continue to be a positive person through all the hate. I love you so much. Keep your head up high. On July 10th, someone leaked an alleged copy of Danielle's birth certificate. It says Danielle's full name is Danielle Haley Cohn, and her birthday is on March 7th, 2006. If the certificate is real, this would mean she is currently 13 years old. Some people are concerned about the authenticity of the birth certificate. However, many people said their Florida birth certificate looks the same, and faking a birth certificate is a crime in most states, so it's unlikely a T-page would falsify a legal document. Furthermore, apostille.net has an example of a Florida birth certificate, and it looks very similar to Danielle's. The only difference is, Danielle's is a certified copy. Also notice the state registrar. They are both signed by the same person, C. Meade Grigg. It's rumored that Danielle's dad was going to post the certificate, but he gave a T-page permission to post it instead. While this was happening, Danielle went live on Instagram. She admitted her relationship with Mikey was over.
It's very hard to be with someone whose parents dislike you and try and call the cops on you every night. So it's very hard to be with someone, so that is why our relationship ended.
She asked her fans not to believe what they see on the internet.
Anyways, also, I know there's a lot of stuff being spread around. All I have to say is just don't believe what you see on the internet. That's all.
And if they
Mom, stop. Don't even talk about it.
Danielle also untagged herself from all the reposts of certificates she was getting tagged in, and she allegedly denied that Dustin Sprangler Cohn was her father's real name. Someone on Twitter made a video that appeared to prove that it was her father's name by searching the name and finding real estate records with the name. The video compared the photos of the house with images from Danielle's old posts. The exterior window panes and interior ceiling fan in the real estate photos look very similar to the windows and ceiling fan in Danielle's house. Sometime later, Mikey went live on Instagram addressing his personal feelings.
Danny, if you're watching this, I love you so much, and I always will. I wish you nothing nothing in this world but happiness.
Danielle saw the video and replied in an IG story. I love you always. I will always love you no matter what, Mikey. It kills me to see you cry like this. I will always love you no matter what. Just know that you will always hold a place in my heart. Please surround yourself with people who make you happy. That's all you deserve. Then Mikey wrote this on his IG story. So, I close my eyes to old ends and open my heart to new beginnings. He also posted a throwback photo. Then Danielle addressed their situation on Instagram once more.
It was just really, really hard, and I think that right now it's for the best. Like I said, I don't know about it in the future. I don't know if we'll ever get back together in the future. I mean, I hope. But you know, things happen, and I just hope that he's good and I'm gonna be good.
On July 10th, Mikey was spotted at VidCon with Danielle's ex-boyfriend, Sebastian Topete. Danielle had a bad breakup with Sebastian, which people suspected had to do with him turning 18 while she was 12 or 14. Danielle was also present at VidCon and went live on TikTok to dance for her fans. Bad Baby, aka the Cash Me Outside girl, was in the chat and called Danielle out. Go seat down, you're 13, not 15, LMAO. And that seems to be the end of the situation for now. So, what's the big issue? The confusion with Danielle and Mikey's age gap, and Danielle disrespecting Mikey's parents. Why does the age gap matter? It matters when a couple decides they want an intimate relationship, any kind of sexual contact. In Florida, it is illegal for an adult, 18 years or older, to have this kind of relationship with someone under 18, even if there is consent between the two. This is because, according to the law, people under 18 are not capable of giving informed consent. In other words, they don't have full knowledge of the possible risks and aren't aware of the possible consequences. According to a Florida law firm, this sort of relationship is considered a second-degree felony in Florida, and first-time offenders can face up to 15 years in prison. So, how does this relate to Danielle and Mikey's case? Mikey is becoming a legal adult in June of next year. This means when he turns 18, he's able to have a sexual relationship with another adult. Danielle, on the other hand, whether she is 13 or 15, is still not considered a legal adult. However, there is some leeway for Mikey. In Florida, there is the Romeo and Juliet law, which prevents the adult in the relationship from having to register as an offender. The Romeo and Juliet law applies when these 4 criteria are met. Their partner is between the ages of 14 and 17, their partner is no more than 4 years younger than the adult, there must be consent between the two parties, and the adult cannot have any previous crimes on their record. Does that make sexual relations with their young partner legal? Absolutely not. According to West Palm Beach Criminal Defense, a sexual relationship with someone under 18 is still considered illegal. The Romeo and Juliet law simply gives the adult the chance to petition or go to the court to remove the requirement to register as an offender. For example, Danielle would turn 14 or 16 next year, so the Romeo and Juliet law can keep Mikey's record clean if they were to pursue an adult relationship. But it's not that easy. If, for some reason, the adult is convicted, they may be subject to fines and imprisonment. Essentially, there's still a risk for being in this sort of relationship. Your partner could easily turn on you, or the judge could deem you guilty in court. There's just a lot of things that could go wrong. Furthermore, in Florida, reasonable mistake of age is not a defense. So even if Danielle admitted to lying about her age, Mikey would be sentenced to a felony if the judge deems him guilty for whatever reason. Just to give you some perspective, here's a personal situation someone shared on the Free Advice Forum. I'm in Georgia, a state where reasonable mistake of age is not a defense. Basically, despite the fact that she lied and admitted to lying about her age is not a defense to the criminal charges. I've been sentenced to a felony, statutory. As a result of this, I'll be imprisoned for 3 months, and then I'll be a registered felon for 10 years, which is the length of my probation. I qualified for first offenders, which means that after my probation is up, the felony will be removed from my records. 10 years is a long time, not to mention that I've spent over $10,000 in legal fees and fines, and will spend another $10,000 in fines before this is all over. I'll have to spend time in a detention center. My entire community regards me as a pariah. I've been kicked out of my church and lost my job. And all of this because I believed the girl I was dating when she said she was 16. I was only 19 at the time, and I'll be well into my 30s before I can put this all behind me. So you can see, people aren't just calling Danielle out for fun. They are genuinely upset that she doesn't seem to understand how she could ruin Mikey's life. There's a lot of risk for the relationship if she's 15, but there's even more risk if she's 13. Another big issue is Danielle's lack of respect for Mikey's parents. Danielle first exposed Mikey's parents on Instagram Live, talking about personal issues and calling them crazy and violent, which are some serious allegations. In her 21 Truths video, she spent the majority of the video shading Mikey's parents, calling them controlling and psycho. She even made a false legal claim.
Can't really say that I like him because then they'll just sue me for saying that I like him.
If you don't know anything about the law, you'll probably believe this statement and think the worst about Mikey's parents, but what she's saying isn't true. The law doesn't prevent her from liking anyone. It just prevents her from pursuing a sexual relationship with an adult. She definitely slandered the parents in that video, but lucky for her, she didn't mention any names, so they can't really make a case against her. And Danielle isn't just an ordinary girl, she's an influencer. She has a large fan base of tweens and teens, and she's setting a bad example of how to deal with conflict with your partner's parents. Overall, this situation should have stayed private between the two families. I do understand Mikey's parents for wanting to expose her real age because this can become a real danger to Danielle's future boyfriends. Leaking the hotel receipt was unnecessary. If Danielle's mom was really hiding Mikey, that's something serious they need to talk about in private. But at the end of the day, we don't know the full story and what's real or fake. All I can say is, I hope kids familiarize themselves with the law and stop lying about their age. It could potentially ruin someone's life if they get imprisoned or get large fines. What do you think about this situation? Do you think it's another prank? Let me know in the comments below.
Well, if you insist.
Grill! What are you?
I'm just doing what's gotta be done. You're just too kind. It's gross. You want comments? I got them right here.
I meant for the audience.
You letting amateurs do this? Ah, come on. Leave this one to a professional. Let's burn some tweets. Cheyenne says, "You're such a child, and it shows." Oh, Cheyenne.
Hey, just made a channel for you. Took 2 seconds. Go do whatever you do over there.
Hey, you don't say. Might be good. Won't have any of your weird hot flower water over there. Well, drama llamas or whatever you call yourselves, when you're done getting the story from Spill, come on by my channel, Grill, for my hot take on the issue. And if you ain't a coward, tweet me at GrillBurns.
So, are you finished?
Me? I'm never finished. Got a lot of work ahead of me. Who let these people use the internet?
Well, it's not the first time I've helped a strange boy with their videos. Why do I doubt it'll be the last?